Welcome to this very special edition reading. What we are doing here is we are looking at the energy and the zodiac sign for the Lion's Gate. The way that I am intending that this reading will work as a beneficial tool for you is to have you look at the qualities and characteristics and traits that come with the zodiac sign. So when we look at those traits, part of what we're looking at is what sign, what element is it? And by looking at the element qualities, that in a very fundamental level gives us an idea of what type of energy we're looking at. I don't want these videos to be insanely long, and so I will go ahead and put some of those additional qualities in the description box of the video. You can look at that to help you determine how you might work with this particular reading. The next thing that I am needing to say is that we contain all 12 zodiac signs within us, and they come out in our lives in different ways. They have different areas that they govern, different ways that they affect us, and the degree to which these qualities show up in our lives can be different. But the beauty of how these readings are going to work is that you are going to be in control and looking at, as this portal opens, as this Lion Gate comes up. That's a reminder, I totally meant to do this at the very beginning. If you are new to the Lion's Gate portal, the 8-8 portal, I have created an intro video that will talk about that. I will link it also in the description box of this video. Well, Lion's Gate portal, August 8th, the period that I talked about, it's a great portal that helps us with manifesting. So as you look at your life right now and you look at, from the time of you watching this video, what is it that you're wanting to really manifest in your life? And if you happen to be watching it before a Lion's Gate, either the one that's happening this year or whatever year you happen to be watching this video, the idea behind this set of readings is you get to go into your personal astrology chart and you get to look at where your signs are, what they govern, how they can help you, and you get to make those choices about, okay, what extra areas of guidance am I looking for right now that can really help me maximize this manifestation energy? And then you can take the reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As with all readings, all advice, all opinions, it's kind of the same. It's about being in your power and really aligning yourself with what feels right for you and letting go of the things that don't. This particular reading is for the zodiac sign Virgo. But I am asking, please, for the energy for Virgo, energy that is going to help the Virgo energy manifest during the Lion's Gate. Okay, so Virgo, Virgo energy has very tightly clustered lay of the runes as they came out, and the fundamental thing that is coming through is that on the top we have 3 that are sitting right in alignment. We have Berkana, we have Dagas, and we have Athala. So Berkana is our nurturing energy, Dagas is our energy of the day, and Athala is our energy of legacy. This is very suggestive that the work you are feeling, below the surface, everything that you are looking for during this manifestation period right now in your life, and what you are doing, it's all very nurturing, sustaining energy that is going to be laying a super, super valuable foundation for you. You had quite a few runes fall, and so I'm going to I'm going to take a look here and dive into them one at a time and see how they're interconnected. But this foundation energy, this nurturing energy, masculine, so Dagos, with it being day, is pulling in a lot of masculine energy because it's associated with the sun. Virgo being more earth energy is about grounding and organizing and planning. So this is energy that is suggesting that activity is going to be helpful for you, like actually engaging in things that are going to get you moving, things that are going to get you out there, things that are going to get you involved with people, places, things. That is where this energy is culminating towards. So as we are moving up towards that pinnacle, that's the culmination energy that I'm feeling. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything that is laying at the bottom, what this foundational energy is. So right below those 3 runes, we had Awaz, Ingwaz, and Fehu. Awaz is our world tree energy. So this is about alignment. This is about understanding the place of things. This is about understanding the interconnectedness of things. Ingwaz is our seed energy. And how do you get a tree? Awaz is Yggdrasil, it's the world tree. And you get a tree by having a seed first. So Ingwaz energy is always, always, always a reminder of this understanding that you were born with everything that you need, that inherently you have it within you, and it's just a matter of opening it up, calling it to the surface, and actually realizing it and sharing it. Fehu is our energy that deals with resources. And this is looking a lot at, God, this is really a lot of building energy for you guys. Virgo. This is really big. This feels like energy that is going to be a longer stay. So the feeling that's coming through also is about patience. So it's an understanding that the way we experience time, that it takes time in order for certain things to mature. But this feeling it's a feeling of understanding the resources and the benefits of everything you have within the seed stages of whatever you're doing, the newness of whatever you're doing, and then holding space for the vision of what that new thing could be, or what you want it to be, and then moving along the journey and appreciating and understanding that you get to be supported and you have resources along the way. So even though we don't have Rido coming out in this reading for you guys, there is a lot of understanding about the journey, understanding about the progression of things, and understanding the importance of tapping into awareness of the different resources and benefits that you have at each stage, at each progression of the process. This is really, it's not dense energy, it's not the feeling of denseness, but it is a lot. And so I really think that's where this is coming through, is understanding or playing with the idea of what does it feel like to be grateful for what I have now versus being grateful for what I want to have or what I will have. There's a sense that every step of the way there's going to be so much available for you, and it's the trick is about learning to look at what your resources are and recognizing them as resources. again, whether they be people, places, or things, and that those resources change. So that is the foundational energy that we have. And as we move into the next part of the reading, we have Yera and Perthro. Now, Yera is about the year. It's about harvesting. It's about our longer cycles. So I'm actually not surprised to see it in the reading for you. But this is, in this particular context, this is also about understanding that once we harvest, we understand that when we harvest, there are different things that you do with the crop, right? There are different things that you do with what you have available to you. Are you going to use all of it? Are you going to share it? Are you going to try and preserve it and save it for another time? Are you going to offer some of it back to the earth? Are you going to celebrate? Like, it's just, with harvest energy, it's about being in that abundance, and it's about being grateful and plentiful. Like, we can think of like Thanksgiving energy for a North American holiday that we have that revolves around this kind of energy. But it really is about being in gratitude. So the feeling that's coming through for you is really a sense of learning how to tap into what it feels like when you feel grateful for something. Perthro was the rune that came out with it next, and Perthro is the rune that deals with chance, it deals with fate, it deals with the quantum. And the quantum energy is beautiful because it removes time. It removes the construct of time. So what this is showing me is that while we were talking about the sequence of things and the patience and the moving through and the building, Perthro is coming through and it's saying that should you choose, that you can actually start tapping into quantum shifting the way that your reality presents itself. And the way of doing this is going to look a little different for everyone. This is a general reading. There's only so much that I can do in this kind of context, but it really is the primary thing coming through is about understanding what it feels like to be grounded, to be in this moment now, and understanding and connecting with feelings, about the feeling that you have when you are in a certain state. And we can recall those feelings on a mental level. And once our body gets on board, then our experiences change. So that is a little side note that was coming through for you guys. We also have Isa and Elhaz. Now, Isa is our ice energy, and Isa is representative of steadfastness, but also an inability to move. So Isa is ice, and this governs our emotion body. So there is some level or sense or feeling of resistance. And so with this reading being about how you can use the Lionsgate portal to help you with manifesting in your life, this is coming through, and this is asking you to look at the places that are triggering you. This is asking you to look at the things that are causing you to have emotional reactions to a situation. You know, oh, this thing happened or that thing happened, or you know what, it happens to all of us. It's part of the human experience. So there's no shade that way. There's no blame that way. This is just energy that's saying that looking at those places and understanding where they are is going to be helpful in you being able to harvest or cultivate the things that you do want by figuring out where you're going to take those steps that are a little outside of your comfort zone. And Elhaz is our protective energy. This is protective energy that is very much for you guys feeling like a grounded, physical, protected energy. So for you, the energy is there and it's available to you, but I'm also getting the feeling that's coming through is that taking steps and doing practices to help protect your aura, your energy, your physical home, protecting your physical space, workspace, creative space, wherever you spend your time, making sure that you are doing whatever kind of rituals or things that are going to help you have a grounded and protected and cleared space. So it could be things like working with crystals or essential oils or plants or different deities that are going to help you with this energetic management. But that's the feeling that's coming through there. And for you guys, we also have Oruz and Sawelo coming through. Oruz is your rune that governs our creative energy. It also is a rune that deals with staying power, though. It ties in with the Auroch, which is an extinct form of European bison. So there really is assuredness in that. So it's an energy of, as you're building these foundations, as you're moving through these different stages from the seed all the way to the tree, and you're accessing your resources along the way, Oruz is really about understanding that creative cycles repeat. So we have a creative process, we go through it, we birth it, and it lives and we let it go and it moves on. And then we have another cycle that comes through. And so understanding maybe how working with cycles rather than strict, rigid time frames is going to be more helpful for you and is going to help you open up into creating these foundations and moving through these things. So Sawelo is our sun energy. This is very nourishing energy. This is energy that is the sustenance of all life, right? We really, in our experience, in our reality as humans, we need the sun. And this energy supports the foundation of everything that we have. And yet, it's an energy that we often overlook or we take for granted or, things like that. So this is saying to me that for you guys, it's going to be important to start to look at the miraculous in the everyday, to start to really understand that any moment is miraculous, and it really is about frame of mind. So if you are struggling with that kind of energy, the thing that's going to help you move through it is understanding again about that cycle energy I was feeling earlier with Oruz. So creation, recreation, things like that. Fire energy is energy that will help you with this process. Fire governs things like death and birth, which gives rebirth. So that kind of energy will be helpful for you guys. The final two runes that came out for you, we had Nauthiz, which is the rune of necessity, the rune of fate. It was partially covered, so again, this is a sense that something about this process there's resistance to, and it's making me feel the Isa energy again about that resistance. So it came out with Wunjo though, and Wunjo is the rune of joy. Wunjo is the rune that talks to us about the energy of complete cycles. So being in the moment, being aware, being like having, when the moments of pain come up and when the moments of resistance come up, it really is going to be helpful for you to look at those moments and say, this is what it is, and then look at what is available to you, what other options and possibilities. So it is a very encompassing reading in the sense that this is looking like long-term benefits, long-term rewards. So any type of work that you're doing on this Lion's Gate, in this portal energy, it really is feeling like you are going to see and experience the benefits of what you're building and what you're doing long into the future. So this is feeling like big energy for you guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull a card for you guys. I don't normally do that, but this reading is a little special. This set of readings is special, so we're going to get that card. So the card that came out for you, I'll have to show a picture. When the camera faces me, it averts the images. So your card is growth, spirit path of the south, and south is the region in the northern hemisphere. South is the region that governs fire, which is about that change energy I was just talking about. So this is, it says opportunity, acceptance, and gateway. So, and it's the horse, so there really is a lot of like free spirit energy. It's, I think, really the invitation for you guys is really about stepping past those moments that are scary, stepping past those moments of like, ooh, can I don't know, and then just really trying it, just really doing it and being in it and seeing what it's like. So I would like to take this time to thank our guides, to thank the runes, and to thank this portal energy that is going to be helping us all manifest lives that are going to put us more into our power and more into the way that we want to be. So I have one final note for you guys, but I am so glad you were here, and I look forward to seeing you at future readings. Thank you so much for attending this reading, spending time with me, and most importantly, spending time with yourself to know yourself better and to be more in your power as you live your life. If you are interested in learning the runes, I am actually creating a class that will be launching shortly after the Lion's Gate, so middle of August, I'm thinking. I have an email list set up. If you are interested in that, sign up for the email list. Link will be in the description box, and that will give you all the information you need in order to be able to participate.